Okay.
Right, it's time for the paper review. Let's get across the headlines on the papers to see what news is on across Nigeria. We have joining us as usual, Dr. Dan Ekere of the University of Lagos. Dr. Ekere, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
Let's begin with the Punch newspaper now. Saraki must resign as Senate President, it says Oshomole. Tambuwa joins PDP, knocks Buhari and APC. Ndume, Adamu, Omagege plotting Saraki's removal. PDP reps are raising that alarm. And Governor Aminu Tambuwal, what's next?
Very interesting.
So much drama.
I'm telling you, it's so interesting. Well, but for now, really, I don't know who should be president of the Senate if Saraki is to leave. And from the way it is, I don't know if there is any sacrosanct law that says that the party with the majority must always produce a Senate president.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if Saraki has the goodwill to the point that he's able to garner such support and become the president and is still retained, then so be it. However, the chairman of the party, APC, will always do everything possible to, but I expect that by now they should be building bridges, building relationships, not just a question
and not
of
further complicating matters, especially when you say, look, it's good riddance anyhow. He was never really
sometimes
an influence in the party.
His speeches are, they look so arrogant sometimes. So he needs to find a way of accommodating more people.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
To find a way of accommodating more people.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Buhari begins a 10-day vacation in the UK on Friday. Well, the timing of this vacation is very, one would say, wow. Because with all the crisis right now, and the president is going to take a 10-day vacation, although it is his right to put it anyhow.
Yes. But,
but really, what better time, really, than to go on?
Than to go and rest,
I think
the head is full with a lot of things.
No, but can he truly rest? Except on medical trip. But if it's normal vacation, I doubt if he can rest, if he's really going to be the leader that we expect, because he will be, doing all the talking and all the whatever.
Strategizing behind.
To see how the whole drama, could be to their favor.
You know what they say in Yoruba language? I will not, just for the sake of our other, viewers, the ram that, moves back only goes back to gain more strength. So maybe that will give him a little more strength.
Let's hope so.
10 days might just do the job for him.
It's all right. Court orders INEC chair's arrest for contempt. That issue has been ongoing for some time now. And then appeal court nullifies judgment, stopping National Assembly from reordering poll timetable. In fact, so we're back to this issue again.
Very interesting issue.
Back to this issue again.
I was really wondering, how you could stop the National Assembly from legislating, because the issue of reordering the election sequence was a function of legislation. So if you stop there, what is their job then? They've not even passed the law for you to now query the law. At best, you can talk about the process. I have equally not seen where that process of making a law was faulty. So I was actually worried. Yes.
All right. And then let's just run through the other security votes. Pro-Buhari first. Otom tells EFCC and Ondo youths block Lagos Benin Expressway to protest blackout. And low savings, 92,900 retirees quit contributory pension scheme.
Okay, moving on to the Punch very quickly. APC to Saraki resign now. Well, according to the...
I think you are moving to the Nation.
Yeah, the Nation. Yes,
Nation.
That's what I said. What did I say?
No, you say you are moving to the Punch.
Oh, did I say that? Okay. The Nation. Thank you very much. To the Nation, APC to Saraki resign now. The APC chairman, of course, has said, look, the crown belongs to the family. And when a family member leaves the family, you leave the crown behind.
Well, that would have been good for a kingdom. But it's a different scenario.
Okay, that's good enough. All right, Buhari for a 10-day holiday in London. Tambuwal 18 Sokoto lawmakers join PDP. Work begins on Lagos Rail Standard Gauge. That really should be of interest to you.
Yes, let's hope that they will actually give you the attention that it deserves, so that let it come on board, let people begin to use it. Only then can Nigeria begin to say, well, you've done well.
Yes, indeed. And Ekweremadu falls ill during EFCC grilling. Of course, they had to let him go very quickly when he developed high blood pressure. After 8 hours of drilling and, continued drilling. Yeah.
Let's hope he gets out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We just hope so.
All right.
Daily Sun, as Senate leader others meet, Saraki must resign. Oshomole blows hot. The PDP Reps caucus alleges plan to impeach Saraki. All right. Nigeria progressively divided. Tambuwal is saying that and joins PDP with 18 out of 23 Sokoto, and Kwara lawmakers APC spokesman. Wike commends governor. Federal government sees exit as relief. Okay. APC will resolve current crisis. Kalu is revealing that. An appeal court OK's election reordering says National Assembly has power to change poll sequence. Restructuring better than diversification. Soludo is saying that.
Wow. Yeah, this issue of restructuring really, it looks so...
It's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, but it's a bit ambiguous because a lot of people are afraid of restructuring, while some are for restructuring. I think the challenge is that there seems not to be any clear, acceptable definition or conceptualization of this restructuring we are talking about. So it creates fear in some quarters, while for others, it's something.
It is almost likened to the change that everybody talked about.
You
don't know the dimension of the change,
yes,
but the change actually came at the time. Fine. So the issue there is, when it comes to governance, a lot of people are saying the structure of Nigeria, the federal structure of Nigeria, the way the unitary style of all of those things have to give way so that it can really give birth to a real democracy, a real federalism for Nigeria to function.
Yeah, and
that would have been better, really, if we could
those who have
that.
said too that we need to go back to that regional form of government that worked. If it worked before, why don't we just go back to it?
It worked before, but I doubt if we can go back.
If we can go back, exactly. Time has changed because the point there is we have states now.
So you can go back to the states.
You can go back to the
Not
states,
regions.
not region.
What matters is just practice what is called federalism. I think
true federalism.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, that's that.
All right, to the vanguard now. Saraki's defection, good riddance, says presidency. Also says Saraki, as Senate president, behaved more like an opposition member. Saraki should resign as Senate president. That's Oshomole saying there. And Southwest PDP welcomes defectors. Party hosts them to dinner in Abuja.
One man's meat.
It's another man's poison.
Honestly,
okay. 2019 poll, a referendum on restructuring, according to Soludo. It will halt Nigeria's drift to failed state. That's Mecca Anyoku saying there.
Okay, yeah, but really, whether we believe it or not, these issues will surely be addressed for us to move ahead. We need to begin to give ears to this idea of restructuring. What is it all about? And the question of referendum on this issue, it's so critical that we'll keep on running around this circle.
If we don't...
if we don't address the issues. Very critical issue.
But then again, there's a danger of political parties just using it as a campaign slogan, and when they get in, the political will to actually see it to logical conclusion.
That is another thing. But that's what politicians do. Look at Ibori brought the idea of resource control the other time. Just, to make himself the
and it's bought his way into people's hearts.
And he was able to, but we didn't see the resource control because even the 30% derivation that came, it never went the same way to the oil producing communities.
There you go. Autumn to EFCC, start security vote probe from presidency. We hear that the EFCC is about to probe Autumn on his security votes, and he's saying he has never heard where security probes were.
It has never happened.
Ever happened.
And
if you're going to do it, why are you singling me out?
Why not start from the
presidency? Why not start from the presidency and even all the other 36 governors?
Every governor. There is this issue of security. A lot of people have talked about it, but it's something that is provided for. Every governor does it. Why are you interested in the one of Autumn? If you must do that, invite every governor and begin to probe. So far, we've not seen where the security votes are probed, and I don't know why you want to single Autumn out.
According to him, this is just simply witch hunting.
Of course it is.
Okay.
It is.
All right, the New Telegraph now. Tambuwal punches Buhari. Sokoto governor party spokesman 41 lawmakers dump APC. Oshomole, Saraki must resign as Senate president. Okay, and the federal government to repatriate Nigerian prisoners in China. Okay, 72 billion naira for Apapa Road and Dangote to handle contract on PPP. All right, and Carlo is saying Nigeria Air will reduce capital flights. And something interesting from Benue, Akume offered 22 lawmakers 88 million naira to impeach me. Governor Tom is revealing that. And
of course, he's been accusing George Akume, former governor, of being behind.
It's one of the major reasons why the man has to leave. You know, because where Akume is in charge of the entire party structure in the state, meanwhile there's a city governor, you can't expect less. You know, definitely that will happen.
The conflict and the clashes.
Yeah, and you can see that the man is not even prepared to make any form of peace. You know, so doing all this issue of impeachment, the governor equally has state funds to trade with. So if it's about the highest bidder, let them. The legislators will be the ones to benefit.
Yeah, but when it comes to Benue, it seemed like the both of them are divided. On one hand, Senator George Akume with the federal government on one hand, and then Governor Tom with the people
on the other hand.
Yes.
So when they get to the poll, I wonder how
the people will decide.
You know what is even more troubling is that both gentlemen used to be on the same boat.
Yeah, they're on the same page.
Akume is
not just on the same page, on the same line.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Yeah,
that is what
politics does.
But that's the beauty of it. There wasn't always agree every time. You can see even from Kano, when Kwankwaso and Shekarau, they used to work together, and then at the time they fell out. Ganduje and Kwankwaso were 5 and 6.
And now you know what? Shekarau and
Kwankwaso
are back together again, because you know what?
Ganduje is on the other side.
And that will pose a very serious challenge to Ganduje.
That coming together is powerful.
Those two coming together, in fact, their weight cannot be on the bank.
Whoa, it's big. All right, appeal court okays National Assembly to reorder poll sequence. And court orders arrest of INEC chairman over contempt. Okay, that's that. And Buhari inspects campaign office and set to return to London.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes, and that's an interesting one there. Sugar-free sodas linked to weight gain and strokes.
All right.
Okay, for those of
you who take sodas.
Yeah, sugar-free. You might want to take extra care. All right, to the Daily Trust, Oshibajo to act as Buhari begins vacation in London. Of course, that vacation will last 10 days. And he has handed over officially to Oshibajo. So maybe the next 10 days we will see Oshibajo act again. He has done it like
he's not only gone, but then that was more than 10 days. So I don't know what he's going to do in 10 days. And I pray he doesn't extend the way the last one went, so that
this is vacation. The other one was a medical check.
10 days. No, at the point it was equally an issue of going on vacation, and so many things were. But this one, I believe, it will be just for a rest. Let's hope it's so.
And let's hope he gets his rest so that he comes back with more energy.
Call with more vigor.
Yes, and FG sets up team to unbundle railways. About time?
Bundle, which one are they unbundling? The dead one? I thought they were trying to bring something fresh, something new. But if it's about unbundling, is it the name you want to unbundle or those dead locomotives?
So that's so unkind.
No, but they are dead. Is there Nigeria Railway at all?
Are you saying that all these coaches that
go to Igbo, I see them now,
showing us in recent times?
That's why I'm saying that it must be an entirely new something.
But the ones in Benue, so the one in Abuja that they're talking, the light rail,
Kaduna, Abuja.
Those are relatively new.
Yes.
Although the model seem to be still the old model.
Good.
Because if you look at new cities, Singapore, Japan, they've gone far
beyond
into the 22nd
century. You now have, trains that fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
But the ones they have here, it seems like the ones that are
locomotives.
Let us start somewhere. We'll start well, if we can. And we cannot really say anything until we fix, number one, our steel industry. Let's fix that.
Very critical.
Yes, it's very critical. So that we can actually own this whole,
but we know what, the rail system is something very efficient and effective in other plans. Let's hope we'll have it to the point that we can see, people of high, status bought this, you know, when they eventually
Not just
come
as
on
photo ops.
at all.
It's
This was
quite
what they are
capital
doing.
intensive. At least we've seen David Cameron of the UK, former Prime Minister, boarding trains.
Oh, that's
But
a regular
that is
thing.
that is
It's
where
regular.
the
It's
systems work.
It's
yeah.
regular.
Yeah.
But here, we only do it on the day of commissioning. And, it
And
ends
that's
there.
And that's the end. Everyone
find
else
them.
goes by flight.
Okay,
and goes
there's
by
a bold picture of soldiers. At least there are 3 men on this front cover of the Daily Trust, and
With
you
the
have
camouflage.
yeah, is it camouflage they have on? Yeah, of course, and some other gentlemen lined up behind them. Of course, they're being paraded. 8 suspected kidnappers and armed robbers who terrorized the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Expressway paraded at the police headquarters in Abuja. That was yesterday. Of course, that Kaduna-Abuja corridor has been the target of these bandits and armed robbers
For quite some time.
for a while now. Hopefully this would...
And I remember listening to one of the, I can't tell if it's this one now, somebody who said he once applied, you know, to be a policeman, and he was turned down. And eventually, for him not to go back, you know, after telling people that I'm going, yeah, he
after telling people that he's already recruited,
he decided to be a policeman on his own.
And look at this one, a very sad development here. Man impregnates, infects 14-year-old girl with HIV.
Very sad situation to ever listen to or to watch. You know, and honestly, really, the way these things go sometimes, you begin to wonder whether every human being actually has that
something is going on in the minds of a whole lot of people.
There was a report. There was a report a few days ago in India where eight people are being are on the run. Police are looking for them for raping a goat.
A goat.
So just very unconventional things happening.
If what they are raping is goats, you know, for us, we have much problem. Except maybe what will eventually come out of the goat. We don't know what ailment they will eventually, you know, maybe get
Transmitted
from
it
from where it now goes into something else. We don't know.
It's really sad. It's really sad.
But if it's all about good,
mental health needs to be addressed
Honestly.
seriously,
Exactly.
whether it is in Nigeria or
It's
India
literally
or anywhere
anywhere
in the world,
for
because
that
the
matter.
ways the
So
society
Something is going on, yeah. Okay, that's it. Dr. Dan Ekere, thank you so much for joining us on the review of the headlines
Thank
this
you.
morning.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yes, that'll be it. We'll take a short breather, and when we